Welcome back to Train Wins Tactics Ogre. Since we had just unlocked a random battle area, we have farmed it for monsters. We're missing just the Ice Dragon, but we have one of every kind right now. And we also have many new characters, many new faces, all subscribers. Let's go ahead and disband, and we'll start slapping some people in. First, to complete this map, we will need an archer, so we'll go and bring in Sarah. So now we currently have Denam and Sarah. Many of the enemies on this map will be earth units, so having air will be good. We want to fight that. Since I always try to tell you where the hidden items are. Here's one right here. One right here in this dirt patch on the T block. One right here in this bush, and one right here behind the archer in the dirt patch, not under the archer. Also, before I forget, the enemies will drop items that are, or the enemies do have some special loot, just 2 of them. Everybody else drops their random gear. This girl will drop, when she is defeated, an Ice Blast 2. Yes, I know she currently is equipped with an Aqua Blast 2. I'm 100% aware of that. But when you defeat her, she will drop an Ice Blast 2. And she will drop 3 Magic Leaf +1s. But if you recruit her, you get this. As for this wizard over here, when you defeat him, he will drop a Spark Sphere level 2, which is just a fire version of this, and I happen to need that, by the way, so we will definitely be killing him. And he will drop Magic Leaf +1, 3 doses. He will also have a chance to drop money, and if I didn't say before, she also has a chance to drop money. That should about cover all the special loots. Okay, so we want many air characters. We'll first prioritize units that we haven't seen before. So we have Larisa, Bree, Khari, Shayne O'Toole. Missed that. Here we go. And now, I guess we're gonna start playing older characters. We need wizard here. I mean, archers are good, or better for this than wizards. Let's see. Let me think. Well, maybe a healer. This is David Collado Romanillos. Maybe a Terror Knight. Sure. This is Timothy, named after Timothy magpantay. And what else? How about a ranged ninja? This is Jamie Whitford. Alright, let's go ahead and... So these are my frontliners. I'm trying to think if everybody's positioned more or less where they need to be. I think that looks good.
The hero of Goliath shows himself. It's as Faiz predicted. Had you figured for Denam's man? Out scouting all alone? You've courage, I'll give you that. You should take better care of your friends, lest they fall into the wrong hands.
Who is that knight? Do you know him, sister?
They're captive? No. And you've sent out no scouts, have you?
Take him away. We've work to do here. The ground be your graves, wave-faced Wallisters.
We'll go ahead and enable all the AI for everybody. Whoops, you're not a Mender, you are Distance Striker. You are a Mender. Attacker. Fierce Attacker. That should be everybody besides the one that's currently selected. And you are going to be arranged. Alright, have at it. Let's see how the AI does. when the Berserker is going berserk, she will hit enemies all in front of her and to her immediate sides. So this can make her a little bit dangerous to hang around. AI, I'm not really sure how much of that they take into account. Swordmasters, when they activate the auto skill Preempt, they can counter enemies before the enemy even gets their attack in. Seriously, you could have healed the Berserker. What? Why didn't you heal the Berserker? AI, sometimes, man. I know I can take control of it, but I want to try to get these I want to try to give you as many maps as possible in an episode. Now, you might be wondering why I don't pick up that card. As a reminder, since I am just letting these battles play out as quickly as possible, these are not necessarily the same as the battles I fought and saved on. For example, I fight these battles and it may take me 4 times longer to play it manually and try to farm whatever resources I want, such as getting the hidden treasures, making sure that I recruit whoever I want to. That could take an extremely long time, which I'm fine with doing, but I think it can be a little long for an episode to watch. Maybe you guys could do something useful. I like that you're trying to flank, but jeez. Okay, Archer should not be in the front. I don't know if you realize that, AI. Just in case, I assume you will mend herb this character, but just I'll take over for this one turn. So go and act, give you a seed. I would like you guys to heal yourselves. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have you back up next to her. And hopefully they'll cast Major Heal on you or something. I mean, that works. I couldn't get to that point. Goodbye. Looked a lot more painful than wait, Kasha, why didn't you heal the Terror Knight?
To die at a traitor's hands.
I am Sir Folcurt of the Liberation Front, as it please you.
The Liberation Front. Sistina belonged to your company.
So it was you then who saved Sistina in Rhyme? My comrades have told me of your plight, though I did not expect to come upon you here.
Had you arrived any later, you would not have. The Duke's men are at our tail. We make haste for Rhyme.
For Rhyme? Would call that rash? Fatally so. You stand little chance of penetrating the Duke's lines with your numbers.
Yet we accomplish nothing by standing here, wringing our hands.
A proposal, then. As it happens, some friends of mine were taken by pirates. If you were to aid me in wresting back our ship, I could take you to Rhyme. A suitable arrangement for us both, I should think.
A rather self-serving proposition.
You lack options, I lack men.
Water does seem the more easily tread path.
The pirates are in Qadriga Fortress. It's not far, their numbers not many.
Very well, we'll aid you.
You have my thanks.
You trust this man? Have you forgotten who the Liberation Front are?
You see another way? If we run afoul of the Duke's lines, we will die.
I care not for such coercion.
Be more charitable. He's merely eager to aid his fellows.
Would that I had your faith.
You care for little that does not play out as you see it.
Perhaps.
Folcurt joined the party as a guest. He's a pretty powerful knight. We can now level up to 17, so we'll take care of that. And while we're at it, we will, as always, read the Warren Report. We have 2 new entries in people. A Bagram warrior with the Liberation Front. He was the top recruit at the Fane Vanaheimer Officers Academy. War broke out soon after he was made a Knight of the Realm, yet he remained faithful to the royal line, opposing Branton's rule. He joined the Liberation Front upon being driven from his knightly order, choosing to champion harmony over discord. Wallister, who served with the Wallister Resistance. Sir Farrell is the youngest son, more like was, of the mercantile House Ganache in Almorga. Realizing his chances of passing his elder brothers to take over the family business were slim, he instead chose the Officers' Academy. Though some disparage his title as a coin-bought knighthood due to his family's lack of military pedigree, his sterling record in battle gives the lie to any such rumors. All knights currently serving in the Wallister Resistance have, as a rule, endured terrible persecution at the hands of the Galgastani and survived countless bitter battles. While their numbers are small, their quality is of the highest order. Sir Farrell himself has been responsible for the ruin of many an enemy squadron, earning him the moniker Ganache the Crusher amongst his comrades. Entering Krysaros as Vice had predicted, he captured Sir Folcurt as an enemy spy. However, even though he succeeded in launching an attack on Denam Pavel's forces, he was defeated in the ensuing battle. Vanquish the enemy leader. Perform an attack, 100% accuracy, obtain a buff card, and use a recruit skill. For the purposes of this recording, we're not even going to bother with that one. We will go ahead and introduce the remaining characters now that I can fit the rest into this party. First up, we have Leonard, named after Lenin 1905. Then we have Dan, named after Pro Dan. Then we have Andika, named after Andika. Then we have Pharis, named after Pharis Duvan. Then we have Aidil, named after Aidil Fadhli. Then we have Rorschach, named after Rorschach Ozymandias. Then we have Shayne, named after Johny Drusy. Shayne seems like kind of an odd thing, but I tried to look up what I might do with Johny and Drusy, and Johny seemed to be the easiest thing. So I saw alternative versions such as Jean and then Sean and so forth. So we kind of went down to that. Then we have Rosaba, named after Rosaba Fuda. Alright, so those are the subscribers who have joined our crew. Let's go ahead and begin.
Should have stayed well away if you know what's good for you. You'll need more men than that to break what Storm and Sea have made strong.
Bayin, are you all right? Steady on, I'm coming.
Why are you returned, Folcurt?
ought to have left me for dead.
Good idea, that. Waste the old fool! But spare the women, lads. They'll fetch a tasty prize.
So I'm going to tell you about all the items you can get on this map. First, flip on the camera. This Enchantress, if you defeat her, she will drop a Lightning Bow 2 spell, which is the lightning version of this, Spark Sphere. She will also drop Magic Leaf +1, 3 doses, and a possibility of some money. This Magician, if you defeat him, he will drop the Deadshot 2 version of this spell, which is the air version, as well as the Magic Leaf +1, 3 doses, and the possibility of some money. As far as random enemies go, there's a random enemy here, here, and here. The one here would be a Berserker. And the enemies are actually strong against my element, but we should be okay. Really, the problem is getting to Bayin. You can have flyers go over there, but just because we have ninjas as our new crew, or in our new crew, we're going to use them to run up here. We'll take command of the ninja. You can see that I'm weak to them. Well, 1 damage, that's very impressive. But I didn't really have any other options, so... It's gonna counter against me. So my Dragoons, they are Earth. All 3 Dragoons that I've recruited have started out as Earth. I might change their not alignment. I might change their element with a charm, or change their class with a class mark down the line. But most of the enemies that I've seen are beasts I've seen were either water octopi or air griffins and air cockatrices. So being Earth makes me weak to air enemies. That's not very good for a class that I want to fight my enemy beasts. So that is something I'll have to consider. Or maybe it's just right now they're just going to be air monsters. Maybe later they will not be. Since I was not able to record while I was away, I did work on my spreadsheet, and I worked on it a lot. So one of the things I've done in it is I've created 2 different ways that it can calculate a person's base stats, and they both end up with the same value, so that's how I not only am able to double check my work, but whichever way turns to be faster. In one way, you can type the equipment the person's wearing and their class, and it'll subtract all the stats that those items will give, giving you what I would call their base stats. The other version is basically it's kind of a checkbox. You just type in a yes in any of the equipment things that I've discovered or learned about. They're attacking each other because of the Berserker. So, for example, I've only played very small amount of the game. I have never seen, for example, a +2 weapon, so I don't have stats for that yet. In fact, I've not seen other classes as well. So that also means my spreadsheet only has the classes I've seen. Getting him out of my way. Block the wizard. I mean, I know this is the warrior, but I'm blocking the wizard from here. Because otherwise, he has... This is the 3rd time I'm playing this map. Bayin has literally run up to the Berserker to get berserked in the face. Like, seriously, that's what he did. But both times he died, he left me a green card. That's kind of consolation. Oh yeah, hidden treasures. I'm sorry, I don't really tell that right away. Let me go back to the camera. Okay, so that was one of the treasures. The other treasure's under this crate. The other treasure is under the green tile here, so it's the bottom part, and then under this crate. Do I guess focus active? If Bayin dies, you continue on with your main story. You do not get the optional quest. Now, because he's not an allied guest character and just a allied NPC, I don't believe he can walk through me. And since he jumped down that, I'm pretty sure he can't go back. So when I click on him, it literally shows that either he can't move anywhere or this is not working to show me where he can move. If I click on her, for example, that shows her movement. Click on him, he can't move. So this will keep him safe. This time I squint and tell everybody. Wait. This is the... Yeah, this is the double striker. This is the ranged one. Not that it should matter too much in this case. Anyways, I was talking about the spreadsheets earlier. The reason why I want to be able to calculate enemy stats is I want to know if, hey, is this guy worth recruiting? I'm looking at it as a point of view of, will this person have good stats to join my army compared to my other guys? So it tells me a percentage of what I kind of think an average person of, say, that level 16 or level 17 might have, and say, like, hey, this guy has 10% extra stats that a level 17 might have, or whatever, or he's at a 98%, so don't hire him. That's why. But that's not all I've done with the spreadsheet. I also wanted to... The first thing I did with it was I created some algorithms to decide what classes people should be. So there's two different algorithms that are being used. So it's kind of like having two different advisors suggest things. Well, the first one, this algorithm might be a bit of a stretch of a word to use, but it sounds more impressive. So it's my spreadsheet. I call it what I want, right? Anyways, the first algorithm decides based on the character's stats in a vacuum. Like, that character might have really good strength and really bad intelligence, so maybe make him a berserker. That character might have really good strength and really good intelligence, maybe make him a Terra Knight. That character might have really bad strength and really good intelligence, okay, make him a wizard. So this is kind of what a player might consider, is looking at a character's stats in a vacuum, just this one dude. The other algorithm looks at the entire army's composition of stats, that is, and then decides, like, who is best suited given those attributes. Or let's say I have a character with 999 strength. It will probably tell me that, you know, you don't need any other warrior besides this one. This one is your warrior. He's top dog. No other warrior can do anything closely resembling this. They might as well be priests or something. So it looks at everybody's stats in my entire army, and then it tries to figure out, tries to plant each person as a class. One of the reasons I'm mentioning this is it's telling me that Denam should be a ninja. I kind of like that idea because ninjas move far. I know a lot of people probably think, like, wow, what a What a dork. He's gonna make his guy a ninja. Like, I get it. It's probably what everybody does, but I'm just looking at the stats and looking what the computer algorithm has told me, and that's what he thinks it should be. Yes, I am kind of justify it. But I created an AI to justify it, so, but actually no, I created an AI because I wanted to use my class marks very well. 1 damage. Is any other bad guys alive, or did I get them all? I guess I got them all. Oh, 0%. Okay. Well, have a dark wait then. I don't know. I don't really want to leave Bayin. For these algorithms, it looks at your class modifiers. What I mean by this is it does acknowledge that a knight would get vitality, a warrior would get strength, and so forth when being switched to that class.
Veldre won't be best pleased.
It does not, however, take into account your equipment, because there's no possible way I can figure out what all equipment you have when I barely have any equipment in the game to begin with. My priests are still wearing linen slops. I don't think it is, but to me, these are just people running around in boxers. My male clerics are running around with a blue towel in their hand. I know it's not supposed to be that, but that's just what I see.
The ship is ours once more. We sail with the tide. We'll take you safe to Rhyme as agreed. Best to get aboard.
Hold, Folcurt. They've taken Sistina.
What? I thought her safely away.
The others are safe. Her alone they took and scurried back to their den. Surely we must rescue her ere we return to Bode.
Of course, and we shall. But first we must take them to Rhyme.
Foolishness! You'd as well kill Sistina yourself.
They honored their promise. I owe them no less.
I thought Sistina dear to you. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Before all else, I am a knight, Bayin. I'll not break a sacred vow.
Stubborn mule! If you'll not help, perhaps I can appeal to their better nature. You heard my tale. Our friend is taken captive by pirates. No concern of yours, to be sure, but we'll need help if we are to rescue her. What do you say?
Surely there are many others you might call upon. Why do you not do so?
By the time our pleas reach them, it would already be too late.
We are pursued ourselves. Already we've delayed too long. And have we not kept our word? This fortress is fallen, and your ship is yours once more. Sir Folcurt has the right of it. It now falls to him to fulfill his part of the bargain.
You'll be safe once at sea. The Wallister cannot give chase. An attack on the pirates now will delay your arrival in Rhyme by a scant few days.
Enough, Bayin. She's right, you know.
Yours is the final word, Denam. I would hear your thoughts.
You get I think a selfish title if you say we must decline, so, but I want to help, not only because I feel it's the right thing to do, but you get more characters this way, so yeah, let's help.
You have our swords. Though we may disagree on much, I find your devotion to your allies admirable.
But, Denam!
Follow my lead, sister. The others will understand.
I am in your debt, Denam. You have a kind heart.
I know where the pirates make their den. Ndamsa Hold on Deknigos.
To Ndamsa Hold, then.
Bayin joined the party as a guest. New title earned, Helpful Spirit. Let's take a look at our Warren report. This is the warrior this is the lady we found when we were going to Rhyme the first time, and we had the option to save her or not save her. If you chose to save her, your mission would fail if she perished. If you didn't choose to save her, you could still keep her alive. But many of her comrades were slain where they stood, and believed she was taken back to the pirate den. The mage we just rescued. Akram serving with the Liberation Front. He once taught at the Mages Academy of the former Kingdom of Valeria. After opposing Branton's policies, he was banished from High. He later met Surya and joined the Liberation Front. He serves the Liberation Front not only as one of its chief tacticians, but also as a seasoned battle mage feared by his enemies. A Galgastani who led a band of pirates that plagued Oberol Sea. He was born in one of the poorer quarters of Port Ashton and spent his youth serving in the local tavern. There he became acquainted with the notorious pirate Lontera and later joined his crew. When Lontera was executed by the Valerian army, Darza took the helm in his stead. His wife, Veldre, was born to nobility, but became a pirate after Darza raided the vessel in which she had taken passage near Boed Fortress. Though she had become a skilled pirate herself, Veldre stayed ashore to watch over their den at Ndamsa Fortress. Battles must behold, after learning she carried Darza's child. Darza attacked members of the Liberation Front at Qadriga Fortress, commandeering their ship and cargo. While returning to Ndamsa Fortress with the spoils, he was killed by Sir Folcurt and Denam, who had given chase to free the hostages. Then we have our title, Helpful Spirit. Agreed to help rescue Sestina from the pirates who took her captive. Perform an action to restore an ally's HP, obtain a buff card. Go ahead and disband everybody. Whoops. Keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Disband. Alright, the new characters we've had, we kind of try to merge the saves together every now and then. So from Krysaros on my playthrough, we had recruited Tyranny. Wait, what? Here he is. Okay, yeah. I thought it was the air unit. No, this is an ice archer. And then from Qadriga Fortress, we recruited Xavier, who is a Hawkman mage. He's only level 15 right now. I hadn't really put him through training at the moment. We'll get to that. But because he came from Qadriga Fortress and to send him to training, we'd have to walk backwards a day. I don't want to add days to the calendar. Anyways, the reason why we got him was his stats were good. And that's why I built that spreadsheet. So with these two, Xavier is named after Xavier Lara, and Tyranny is named after Tyranny Reigns. Okay, let's see. The enemies here are also Earth again. So we'll want some of the archers, this warrior, berserker, swordsman, and canopus, and then we'll throw in. Yeah, we'll do throw in. Yeah, I was thinking about Donatello, but we'll use Romanillos. All right, now we'll just sort of spread them out a little bit. I think that looks good.
You're the ones who killed Darza, aren't you? He may not have been much of a man, but he was my man.
We've come for Sestina. Return her to us and I guarantee your safety.
A likely tale. But Darza took no fool for his wife. You'll not have her back as easy as that. This one's for the boss, boys. Bring me their scalps.
Right, deranged pirate murderesses aside, let's talk about the loot. Here, first we'll turn off bars, and then we will go to camera. Okay, the hidden treasures are as follows. We have one under this rock that does 8 hit points, one under this rock, one in front of this rune fencer, beast tamer, I'm sorry, and then one next to the boss. As far as loot goes, this Enchantress could drop a Aqua Shot 2. This wizard could drop a Vulcan Lance 2. And the boss, if you choose to kill her, will drop not only any random selection of her gear, which means that could be none or multiple pieces, but she'll also drop 3 Shift Stones. That's the thing that Vice uses to run away all the time. 3 Hollowing Stones, which is better than the Blessing Stones that you use to revive. I think the normal ones you have revive you at 10%. These give you 25%. I mean, it's different. It's just, and I don't know how much 15% extra will mean for you, but hey, it's a better improvement. And then she'll also drop 6 silver Obereth and 20 bronze Obereth. She does have a child. She's a mother. I get that. But she also has loot. And I'm a min-maxing gamer, so if she didn't want to die, she shouldn't be made of loot. To spare her, you need to defeat enough enemies to get her to start talking, and then you need to lower her hit points down to a dangerous status. And if she initiates her second dialogue with you on her turn, she will retreat. I don't believe you ever hear from her again. But, I mean, all I can see in the future where you did leave her alive is her son grows up to be a pirate and kills people too. I mean, really? Just because someone's a mother doesn't mean that they are magically absolved of their crimes. Okay, let's go ahead and start initiating the... Someone here... Oh, it's the wizard. Where's my pocket? Oh, did I already... Oh, Xavier's already a distant striker. How is he a distant striker? I must have... I don't remember when I put him in the training mode that he would get distant striker, but okay. That's strange. Is he's level 15? I thought I got him from Qadriga Fortress. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, one of the top commenter in my series has suggested I be less bloodthirsty. And although I am not going to spare this opponent, I definitely still do appreciate and hope to see more comments from you in the future. And I always appreciate the advice. I'm not discounting it or ignoring it or anything. I know that there are good reasons to do so. But the min-maxing gamer in me says I want these shift stones and hollowing stones that I do not currently have access to. These are new shiny baubles, and I like shiny toys.
You're made of sterner stuff than you seem. Poor Darza never had a chance. But I'm not bested yet. I'll have my revenge. For Darza, and for the child I carry.
Because of her meditation ability, she's going to consistently throw finishing blows on your characters. Being air elemental will help quite a bit. Nice.
Where are you, my love? Your wife and child come for you.
That's twice you saved me. A debt no words can repay.
I feared I'd never see you again. Thank the light you're alive.
I rejoice to see you. You and Bayin both.
I hate to interrupt, but I think it's best we set sail.
Yes. Yes, of course. Best if we reach the deep while we still have some light.
Before we make for Rhyme, perhaps you might accompany us to Bode Fortress.
A splendid idea. If we're lucky, we might even reach Syria in time to stop her.
Bode? It's more ruin than fortress. Why go there?
Run down it may be, but Bode is an essential fastness. Our leader, Syria, commands from there.
And you would have us meet her, the leader of your liberation front? Why?
When you see her, you will understand. We've problems of our own.
Best get aboard. We sail.
Cecina joined the party as a guest. So now we are to travel through Goyat, take a fight, to Bode Fortress, which is not a fight, just an event, and then we are allowed to move to Rhine. This is the random dungeon. You could go here and enter battles. The dungeon itself is not random. I mean, the battles inside are slightly randomized, and you can repeat them. Let's go ahead and move on to Goyat. Oh, wait. Can I cancel that? Can I cancel that? I'm right-clicking. Can I... There we go. Okay. Sorry. War and report. So Surya is the person we are going to meet, a Brachram who leads the Liberation Front. She once spread the teachings of the Order of Felaha, worshippers of the Great Father, but left after losing faith in religion. She went on to form the Liberation Front, aiming to end the war by revolutionary means. This is Sestina, who just joined our party as a guest. Let's see here. I wonder if... I think we've read this already, but just in case, we'll go ahead and read it again. A Bakram warrior with the Liberation Front, she is the third eldest of 4 daughters born to Meriva Porania, former Archaearis in the Order of Falaha. After Abuna Branton ousted her father from power and her mother died, she parted ways with the Order and joined her sister Surya in forming the Liberation Front. She was captured by pirates while at sea off the coast of Krysaros. Though many of her comrades were slain, Denam's forces set her free in a daring rescue. Alright, this is Veldry, a Bakram who was wed to the pirate Darza. She was born to nobility in Barnesia, but struck out on her own to escape the burden of her lineage. While at sea, her ship was attacked by Darza's pirates and she was taken to Ndamsa Fortress. She was unfazed by their threats of violence, and Darza grew fond of her spirited nature, keeping her always at his side. Veldry eventually came to have feelings for Darza as well, and they married. At first, she joined him on raids, but later stayed ashore to watch over their dead after learning she carried Darza's child. Though usually calm and collected in front of the other pirates, she broke into tears upon hearing of Darza's death. She was slain in battle with Denam while attempting to avenge her husband's killing.